Yo. Yo, yo, yo. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Yo. What's good, guys? And girls. How are you guys doing? Welcome, y'all. We're about to watch this viral video right here. The ex-con who makes $2 million per month, $30 million estate tour, Wes Watson. You said he changed your life? Shit, he might change my life too. I don't know who he is, but I'll surely know after this video. And I want to watch it with you guys. Just wrote down 100 products on my Excel sheet. Dude, good job. That's what's up. Now start testing, bruh. Okay. So how are you guys doing today? We're gonna watch in just a second, just waiting for just a few more people to pop in. And then we'll start watching. He does fitness coaching and mindset. Oh, that's cool. Then I certainly look forward to reacting to this and watching it with you guys and learning a little bit. I'm trying to learn something every day. Yeah, so I'm also creating a new server right now, the Chemi Creators server. So, yeah. Where are you guys tuning in from? Instead of writing 100 products, write 10 products and 10 marketing angles. That would be a better start. Yeah, I would just say start testing too. Just start testing. It's certainly a good idea. But hey, you're still getting some work done. That's good. But now you got to start testing because writing down 100 products is great. But if you're not testing products, you're not finding any success. So you got to start testing, my boy. I'm just Australia, damn. God damn. That's pretty cool. Texas. That's good though, bro. Hey yo, from India, it's 4 a.m. and grinding till 1 million in bank account. Nice, Aditya. That's dope. I have a friend named Aditya. But that's cool. So, something before we begin here, hopefully we'll get to like maybe 30 viewers and then we'll begin. But I have a make money opportunity for some of you guys if you're interested. Okay, 24 viewers. We're climbing up. Once we get to 30, we'll get we'll get watching. We'll start watching this. Anaheim, California, Hungary. Wow. Do you know if you can use AI to edit videos and still monetize from Portugal? For sure, bro. For sure. And in fact, that's kind of what this make money opportunity entails. What I want to do is I want to get some of you guys to start repurposing my content. And I want you guys to, be able to make money from the monetization of the content. Of course, I'm not going to take any of it, but also I want you guys to be affiliates for the Akemi Lab. Each sale that you get 20%. It's $500 for the main package, but some people buy the $1,200 one, which includes 3 coaching calls. So that would be like a $200 commission. So I'm gonna create we're creating a Discord and that's the entire purpose of the Discord. I want to provide opportunities for all you guys to promote the Akemi Lab, use my content to do that, and not just that, also promote our agency services, which starts at $2K a month. And for that, that's a fat commission. So yeah, man, I think it'll be really cool. And in that Discord, I'll also be active as well. So, you can continue to learn from me and we can build a really cool community that just, we all grow. That is the new meta. Yeah, you're saying it. That's the new meta. It is the new meta. And I can't just sit on the sidelines and watch everybody else doing this. I need to do it on my own. I need to do it myself, provide opportunities for my community, and in turn help grow the community as well. Count me in. Awesome. Okay, we got 30 viewers. Let's begin watching this, and then I'll explain some more. Maybe I'll start. Yeah, if you can't comment on Discord, don't worry. It's because the Akemi Lab, I was planning on doing it in that server, but it's not gonna work. So I'm just making a whole separate server called Akemi Creators. It's going to be released later today. So don't worry. It's going to be released later today. It's going to be called Akemi Creators. And it's going to be, like I said, and not just that, also UGC content. I want you guys to be able to create UGC content for us for a price. In the future, we're going to be using it to boost our own brands. But for now, I just want to focus on repurposing my content from YouTube. And promoting the Akemi Lab and growing it. Yeah, it'll be really awesome. That's the new meta. So that's what we're talking about. That's like I actually made a tweet. So I'm gonna play this video in just a second. Sorry if you're watching this after the fact. This will only take a moment, so don't worry. And it's still relevant. I made a tweet today that was really good, and it explains a little bit of the playbook. So I posted this. I said, I love my agency team. Our media buyers are so skilled, and I'm so happy to use them for our own projects. We're building such a cool ecosystem. Now it's time to dial in the organic system. So this is my new focus. We built an insanely good media buying team. I mean, they're literally running up our own brands and the clients that we work with. So that's great. So you will be able to either promote Akemi Lab if you want, or the Akemi agency as well with all our media buyers. So let's say there's local companies around you that are interested in running ads, and you don't want to set up, a whole media buying team. You can just promote our services, and you can just be like a spokesman for it and make money. So I want to set up some sort of recurring commission as well, because that would be really cool to be able to help you guys make recurring income. And yeah, man, we can all grow together. But I'll set that up. It'll all be set up later today. So I'm glad you guys are very interested, and I'll post that on YouTube. But let's watch this video. So this video is titled "Meet the Ex-Con Who Makes $2 million per month." We're gonna tour his $30 million estate, and his name's Wes Watson. Some of you guys already know who he is. I don't know who he is. He looks a little familiar. I think I've probably seen a clip or two of him on TikTok. But let's check this out. Oh, hold up. I messed up the sound. Here we go.
Forge carbon whips, you ready? Let me fall. I do about $2 million a month.
Damn. $2 million a month. That's goals.
Holy cow. Wow. We just parked the whip. This
Holy
house
cow,
belongs to
wow.
a guy named Wes Watson.
Look what you had done. Playing with my feelings got me
Look how
2 million a month
crazy
is
this
crazy.
is. This is what you call a compound.
fun. When I saw those red flags, should've did that and just run. Yeah.
He got ponds? Wes is not here right now. He told us to park the car. He's bringing a couple of his exotics. Now, I have no idea what he does for a living, okay? I have no idea how he accumulated all this wealth. Today, we're gonna get a mansion tour. Second, we're gonna pick Wes Watson's brain and see how he accumulated all of this. I'm ready. Are you ready? Also, if you are an entrepreneur, business owner, or someone that just wants to make more money or find their next career opportunity, we have a community that we built for you. In this community, we all get to network. We all get to talk to each other, learn from each other. We have live calls and guest speakers religiously. If you want to level up your life, this community is perfect for all of that. Remember, your network is your net worth. Click the link in the description below and join the community today. There he is.
That's a beautiful
Yeah.
car.
There he is.
The baby mama whip.
Nice to officially
How you
meet
doing,
you. Good,
Doug?
good. Nice to
Yeah.
meet you. Hell yeah.
What's up, Doc? How you doing?
That's Marlon right
Nice to
here.
meet you, homie. Plus the other one's out.
Okay.
Couldn't get the Conan ready in time. It's supposed to be done later today. The whole thing is about how people make money online.
Yeah.
As I drove back to pick up the other car, let's see what
Let's see.
payments went through. Okay, 1202, just a 750.
Okay.
1223, we got a 2000.
Okay.
We got a 12,500.
Wow.
Damn. That was a flex.
We see the beautiful crib. I don't even know how much this goes for. We see the beautiful whips. For the people that are seeing you for the very first time, who are you? What do you even do?
That's me. Ripped, rich, and
A lot
rare.
of people know me as like America's most famous felon.
Okay.
But I mean, I run GP Penitentiary Life, a YouTube channel that gives mindset tricks on how to really evolve yourself. I've been through it. I had the worst life, now the best life, and I've lived everything in between. I did 10 years in California prison
Wow.
where I was incarcerated
Damn.
as a documented high-level gang member. I ran it in prison. I ran it before I went to prison, so obviously when I come out, I'm gonna run it when I get out of prison. When people listen to me, they elevate, because we don't miss. The whole thing I show on my Instagram and on all my channels is that consistency will kill it. When you come from a place like
I like
prison, it's
that
real
message.
militant. So that mindset is everything, that you never miss. The man you are is purely how you program your
100%.
daily character, and we're only validated by what we can get done each day in
The
our
daily
habits.
missions,
That's what
man.
the penitentiary taught me, and I brought
That's what we were talking about yesterday a little bit about dissecting. Even Mr. Beast thinks at this level, dissecting your day down to the simplest task you need to accomplish to build momentum. For Mr. Beast, it was think about making the best video possible, go to the gym, work on Feastables. For me, it's get my 200 push-ups in, jump rope for 1,000 jump ropes. That's what I'm trying to do right now. 200 sit-ups, make a video or stream, and talk to my team every day, and talk to my Discord community every day, and study the Discord research that we post so that I can make good decisions. That's pretty smart. That's pretty smart to dissect your day down to the simple tasks you can do daily to build momentum. And for some, for someone that owns an e-commerce business, that could be posting posting one TikTok a day. Or for somebody in the Akemi Creator program, which we'll launch soon, it could be posting a TikTok a day as well from my content if you want, and trying to make a commission or something. Let's see though. Let's continue. We're only 2 minutes in, 3 minutes in. Let's see.
how I lived in the penitentiary to the street. I taught people how to heal themselves, get themselves right mentally, physically, in all ways, and then I teach them how to do that for others. There's very few people who run coaching programs that even scrape the $1 million a month mark. I do about $2 million a month at 85% profit.
How much did you make today? Because you showed me something.
God damn. Okay, so honestly, you guys are talking about all this stuff in the chat, but if he does $2 million a month at 85% profit, it actually adds up. The car value here is probably like $2 million. So that's just 1 month worth of spend. I believe it. I don't think it's that wild. There's people that make so much money on the internet, guys. Like, I don't think you understand how much money some people make on the internet. So, $2 million a month, obviously that's a crazy number. Don't get me wrong, but there's people making $2 million a day out there, and it's certainly possible. It's certainly possible. So, you know, let's see how he does it. I mean, he probably does spend a ton of money though. You know, like if he makes $2 million a month, maybe he spends like $1 million a month on random stuff, like, you know. But that's still really impressive.
Earlier.
Well, so yesterday alone I did 90,000.
Okay.
But today so far, just on the drive down here, I did about 15,000 on the drive back here. Today we'll do anywhere between 30 and 200 grand.
Wow, that's insane.
Every day I do between 30 and 200,000.
I'm guessing he sells mainly. Well, we'll see. Sorry, I don't mean to interrupt it so much, but he probably sells coaching and stuff like that, which is like super high margin. So I believe it, man. I don't think he's faking it or anything. And with that type of business, when you buy the cars and stuff, like it actually makes sense to buy all those things because lifestyle marketing is a real thing. Like it does work. People do look at that and say, wow, this guy's really successful. And it provides social proof. Exactly. So yeah, I mean, everyone's different though. Like, that's not the only way to market your business, of course, but that is a proven way. Like it's kind of the most primal way is to just show your status and like try to acquire status more and more and more. Personally, that's not the game I'm in. I'm in the game of knowledge and systems and leverage. I'm not trying to play status games. And hopefully, I believe it. I think that will take me very, very far. Like my skills will take me super far. But let's all do it together. I mean, hey, we can't hate on this guy for selling coaching. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. I mean, there's definitely worse things to sell than coaching. Let's be honest. But let's see.
40,000 in recurring revenue from all my programs that I get daily. So daily I get 40,000 regardless. If I don't can do one thing.
Wow. I want to touch more on that later, like, cause I got a lot of questions.
That's
but can we do like a house tour?
Let's do that.
What's going on over
I
here?
mean, hey, let's be honest. Showing people how to make money is a common way for people to make money, right? It's just is what it is. It's kind of like getting a business degree in university. I mean, really, the reason why people go to business school is to learn how to make money or try to learn how to get a better job to make more money. It's just the way of the world. I think it's not smart to just like I don't know, to just be so mad about it and whatever. It's just play the game, basically. Like play the game or the game will play you. Or don't hate the player, hate the game is a great quote. But at the same time, it's like the game is what it is. So either you are gonna just like complain about it and get mad about it, or you can just do your own thing, you know, use the knowledge to your advantage, progress daily, and who knows how far that's gonna take you, right? He doesn't show how to make money, it's more mindset. I believe it. I mean, man, I think somebody said it in the chat, 2 million a month for like courses is kind of small. I mean, obviously that's a lot. That's so much money, bro. That's not small, but people make so much money selling mindset. Like, cause mindset is something it's like an investment. People are always trying to invest in their mindset. And again, it's like intangible as well. Like for somebody, that information is literally useless, but for another person, that information is life-changing. So that's why it's like a pretty good service. But yeah, that's a great quote. The game's going to be played no matter what. Whether you like it or not, the game's being played. But what I will say is learn skills. If you learn skills, I think that's just learning skills is so valuable, becoming valuable, building a valuable team. Yo, what's up, Grant? Welcome. We're just watching some content, learning, getting connected, motivated. Let's see.
Let's dive into these whips.
Look what you had done. Playing with my feelings got me thinking.
I love my cars. I went to prison for being a drug dealer, attempted murder, robbery, all. It was a drug deal that went bad.
Yeah.
I went to
Damn.
prison for 10 years. But
Really?
you know how us drug dealers like our cars. I'm a reform, but I'm just telling you, we love our cars. We like them done right. This is that 2022 Lamborghini Urus.
Hey, I believe in
full
second
no-
chances, so I respect it. I mean, obviously, I don't think that's good to sell drugs and be a criminal, but I think some people just make bad choices sometimes. I've made bad choices in my past. I think everybody has, whether you want to admit it or not. It's probably healthier to just like face that and own that, and then try to start building positive momentum. That's really how it happens for a lot of people when they do really bad things. It's just like, it's not just one thing that happened that made them like a bad person, let's say. It's like a culmination of just bad decisions day after day after day. Whereas like the successful people, it's the opposite. It's small but good decisions day after day after day. And it's almost impossible to see it on a day-to-day basis, but when you zoom out and you look at like a criminal's life, you see the little things over time that got them to where they are. And same thing with like a billionaire. You see the little things that they did that got them to where they are. And it's just like small little decisions every single day compound over time, either positively or negatively. It's the law of inertia, guys. It's literally physics. It's a law of nature almost.
Novatech kit, wide body kit.
Goodness.
If you know anything about a wide body kit, it's an extra 100 bands to even have the Novatech wide body kit. A load of carbon, Novatech rims. The whole interior is carbon, Novatech upgrades.
This is an insane setup. If I were to get an Urus right now, it would be exactly like this one. How much does this go for?
Everyone's jumping into the mastermind meetup thing right now. You're right. I mean, it's nothing new though, bro. Like masterminds have been a thing. I mean, I don't even know. Probably since the beginning of modern civilization.
This is 500 bands.
500. The lovely Evo right
So
here.
this was my first Lambo. I had to get a Lambo car, and I didn't want to stretch to the
pretty
SVJ
cool.
back then. I was like, it's a little too much. And so I got this. It was $374. I had it shipped in from the Hamptons.
How much was this one?
They're like $374.
370. Only 370 slightly.
We got this nasty big boy right here. We got 26s. Ooh. I think these are AG wheels. People have Cullinans. I have a Cullinan. I have a 2023 black badge Cullinan that's getting painted right now. But
You guys are not going to agree with me on this, but like, this is a lot of cars, bro. And like, it just feels kind of like a lot of the same thing. I can't relate because I don't have cars like this, but like, I feel like at some point you'd probably get tired of it, wouldn't you? Maybe not. Maybe I'm wrong. Feels like when people just make a ton of money, they just keep buying cars. But I feel like I would just get bored after like, isn't one Lambo enough, right? I don't know. I guess maybe not.
the Phantom shuts everything down. This was $653 paid for it cash.
All that together is already over $1 million.
So that was over $1 million. Now we're getting into the cars that are actually have been over $1 million for the last year or two. When this one first dropped, the SF90 was $1 million. These are steadily right now. You couldn't find one of these for
That's a beautiful
$775 plus tax. They're gonna.
I love Ferraris. Yeah, you have to really love cars. That's a good point. You have to really love cars to be able to spend that money over and over again. Yeah. You don't care too much for cars, but watches, facts. Yeah, I feel you.
Get worse too because there's only 500 of these made. This is SF90. Ferrari does well with keeping their production limited. Concave rear wheel, 21s in the front, 22s in the back, custom rims, 1,000 horsepower.
1,000 horsepower.
This thing, nothing drives.
18 with 3 cars? Damn. Yeah, all these hype cars, not a sports car, you don't get bored. I could see it. And I mean, at that point, you're making all those, this guy's making all those cars value combined every single month. So at that point, it's like, what do you even spend your money on? So I understand. But I also just don't feel that way or relate to it. Maybe not yet. Maybe at some point, I don't want to say never say never, I don't want to look dumb in the future when I have like 5 sports cars. But I don't think so. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. It's just I've never been super into cars. I don't know. I don't know what I like. Video games. I like art. I like anime. It's pretty dope. I do like watches too. It's more practical for me to invest in a watch than like a super nice car because I wear it more. Like, it's more of an investment. This is motivation alone. No wonder so many get advice from him from prison to 5 million cars. Yeah, I mean, that's crazy, bro. I love seeing people turn their lives around for sure. It's amazing. It's really amazing. And it's like what I was saying. It's just the power of momentum, like either positive momentum or negative momentum. Negative momentum got him to probably the lowest place in his life, but he switched that around and just started going up. That same energy, but channeled towards a positive goal. It's powerful.
It's
Clearly.
better than this. This thing drives disgusting. It's got racing seats that are 80,000 too.
And then the SVJ?
This is like $1,050,000. This is a 2021. This was a Jorge Solar's car, a pro baseball player.
Okay.
This thing has 160,000 extra carbon. This front bumper's like a 18 grand, you know?
Wow.
If you look inside, the doors are carbon. It's got a carbon roof scoop. That's
see
another.
that.
It's about 30,000 just on this roof scoop right here. There's so much carbon on this car, it
dang.
shuts down everything else. You custom.
Hey Ari, what do you think is the best crypto coin to buy right now? I think just Bitcoin and Ethereum. Can't go wrong with those two. Especially Bitcoin.
HRE rims that were 27,000. A lot of people, you know, they don't own their cars. Well, I do. Pink slip's coming for this. I just got it the other day. Here's the pink slip for that Phantom 2022 Rolls. My other Rolls Royce Cullinan that's being painted right now, 2023 Rolls Royce Cullinan, has like 500 miles on it. It's a matte black factory. Here's a pink slip to the SF90 Ferrari.
Dang, so the registration on that is 5,900?
Yeah. Yeah, that's a lot. Huh? I don't even notice. These are my older cars. This car is the only car I have a car note on, is this one. And the payment's $2,400 a month. I actually had a problem. I paid off too many cars and it wasn't affecting my credit good enough. Whatever, you know.
Sounds like a good problem.
Yeah, the thing is, I've been out of prison 5 years.
Wow.
So what people don't realize is, like, how quick can you move in 5 years?
Damn, that's not that expensive for that kind of car. $2,400 a month. I would have figured to have a car like that, you have to pay much more than that.
The only way you move fast in this life is you play all offense. I don't play defense. Are scared. I don't give a. I'm not worried about if I live or die or this or the other. I have one objective, and that's straight to the top while living the best life and being the man that I admire, the man I needed my whole life.
Yeah.
And I'm willing to live a certain way that is not how everyone else who's successful like this would live. I do not have parties here. I do not drink. I do not do any of the stuff that most people do with this lifestyle. I really just show people how success is built through daily disciplines. My boy's like, dude, carry a couple car notes this year. Like, get a G-Wagon or something, or get something else. This is a Brabus, so it's not your normal G-Wagon. The Brabus is like extra horsepower, more carbon fiber. We all need something in case there's a lot of potholes, and we just got to mow over some.
Now, out of all these cars, what's the daily?
SVJ the most.
Really?
But, yeah, but if I'm driving to the gym in the morning, which is the only place I really go every day, I drive the Urus or I drive.
Right off and it'll help him make more money. Yeah, exactly. It's one of those things like it doesn't have a tangible return on investment like a stock would, right? Like this makes me 30% a year, right? Like you don't know how much, you know, investing in a car like that could make him like $1 million a month because of the lifestyle that he's able to display and the motivation that he's able to provide for people. So I agree, man. I think it's one of those things that is just proven to work. Lifestyle marketing is probably, you know, one of the best forms of marketing if you're trying to sell some sort of self-growth product. Matic too. Matic is a good crypto too. But I don't know. Do you think Alex Becker is right about his prediction on what's going to happen with metagaming coins? Yeah, so we actually reacted to his latest video. I'll drop a YouTube video on the reaction. Right now I'm working on putting together the most fire team to start posting tons of content on my channel from the streams. But I think he is right. But what I think is that one thing that he's neglecting is trying to pay more attention to the big gaming companies. Because the thing about gaming is that nobody's going to play a game unless it's actually a good game. And all these games in the crypto space that are popping up just are so terrible. They look bad. They look just like 2000s games, you know? Whereas like Blizzard and Riot are making like the most insane games these days. So it's like, how can you really compete with that? You can't. So I think what I think would be really interesting is which one of the major gaming developers are gonna start buying out these smaller crypto projects. That's what's gonna be very interesting, and that's what I would love to pay attention to more. So for example, Blizzard. Let's say Blizzard, invest into some sort of crypto project like Engine that allows them to start doing microtransaction NFTs or something. Who knows? Something like that would be really, I think that's what would take crypto gaming to the next level. But Alex Becker also mentioned once there's enough incentive. So he actually mentioned something about the gambling crypto games, which I think there's a lot of like truth to that. Those would pop off, especially because of what we're seeing now with Kick. I don't know if you guys have paid attention to Kick. Kick is the newest streaming platform that has popped off, and they just signed a huge deal with XQC, who's the biggest streamer on Twitch. So, and Kick is backed by Stake. It's Stake's sister company, basically. Kick is basically a funnel for Stake, which is an online crypto gambling casino. So I think that's so true. I think the crypto gambling games could pop off so hard. Because let's say they pay XQC like 10 million to play the game, it's over. Like that game is gonna pop off, and that coin is gonna do really well. So Alex Becker mentioned D-Race. That's one of them. So I have that one on my list. It's like a crypto horse betting, which is kind of funny, just so silly. But I could see that popping off big time, especially with the news of Kick and in the XQC poach that they did. That was a genius move on their part.
Drive the Brabus.
Hey, good choices. Yeah. How much square feet is this home?
This place is 22,000 square feet total. This main house is 16,000. And then there's like...
Hold on, you said main house?
Yeah,
so you got another house in here?
Yeah,
That
there's
is a
2 guest houses. There's this main house, and there's a 3,000 square foot full service spa.
How much does this house go for?
This house is $30 million. This is in San Diego, 9.6 acres, and we're a mile from the 5 freeway. The 5 freeway is a mile from the beach. We're in Rancho Santa Fe. If anyone knows, this is one of the most desirable zip codes in the planet.
You tell me I'm something you need, but baby, you know.
Okay,
That's
so
a
where
nice
are we
house.
walking into right now?
A compound.
Lights on, but
Okay, let's turn it on.
there's so many bedrooms in this house, I don't really go in. Here's one bedroom. I think I laid on that bed the other day, just came here late in there.
What is this, like the guest room?
It's one of the guest rooms. This main house is 6 bedrooms.
Okay, 6.
Yeah. By the way, don't invest your life savings into any of this crypto shit we're talking about. Like, that is just not smart. Invest in your skills. Like, learn some skills. Learn how to, run meta ads. Learn how to do TikTok organic. That's probably like one of the best skills you could learn, because it's ultimately driving attention for free. And then the next step is learn how to drive attention through paid ads. And, it really is just about like the skill of learning how to drive attention is super powerful. So invest your money into that. Don't invest your money into crypto, bro. That's like not smart. It's so speculative. You have zero control over it. Invest in things that you have control over, like your skills. Treat yourself like a video game character, bro. Like, think of yourself as like a, pick your skills, pick your class, right? What do you want to do? What do you want to be? And, for me, it's like e-com, paid media, obviously YouTube. I mean, my bio is literally builder and creator, because that's my class. I'm a builder. I build online businesses and e-commerce. That's like my bread and butter. And then I'm also a creator. I make content on YouTube, and now we're going to post on every other platform. But, pick your skills, man.
6 bedrooms. A main house and another. There's like multiple houses in one. Dang.
So then this is like a laundry room. You got a movie theater, which is a
That's
full
facts.
size.
People are so desperate to make money online. It is a little bit scary. But at the same time, yeah, it's natural. I think people have always had that desire to make money. Like, I think that's always been a thing since the beginning of time, or since the beginning of modern civilization. But I think now with the internet, there's just more proximity and more access to information. So there's just more people that have, the that see people making a ton of money, so they start craving making more money and making money online, etc. But I think that's always been a thing. So, I don't think it's that scary. I think it's natural, but it's crazy. Like once you realize how desperate people are to make more money, it is a little bit alarming. Yeah, I definitely agree. So many people are trying to deceive. That's why coaches have a bad rep. Yeah, for sure. I mean, that's the thing. A lot of people take the shortcuts. Shortcuts are not a good idea, and that's why I was saying, like, build skills. Don't use shortcuts, because it's not gonna work well. It's not gonna work in your favor in the long run. Will I leave this online? Yeah. So all of my streams are posted on my channel. The VODs, they're all on my channel. They stay on my channel. You just have to go to the live tab. So for example, yesterday we watched Mr. Beast's latest podcast, and it's still there. It actually has a good amount of views. So some of you guys went back and watched it after we were done streaming, which is really cool. I never thought that's how streaming worked on YouTube, but that's why streaming on YouTube could be really powerful, because like you can leave it as a video afterwards and people can come back to watch it. It's pretty cool. I have zero social proof, just Discord account, and didn't try to sell coaching just for free, but they were forcing me to teach them. Exactly. Yeah, some people are just like, they're like, just take my money, bro. But you also have to be responsible. Like, I promise you, it is probably a better idea to build a good reputation, because people have said this again since the beginning of time, and it's true. Your reputation is everything, and it only takes it takes years of hard work to build a good reputation, and only one slip up to completely ruin your reputation. So it's something to treat really carefully.
What?
3-tiered movie theater.
Oh my goodness.
This is not like a standard movie theater.
This is a legitimate.
This is actually like
Damn,
a movie
bro.
theater with the stage.
Goodness.
You could literally sell movie
I do like a
tickets.
mastermind at my house once a month. I have people come up here and tell their story, because that's a lot of how I made my money, was sharing my story, motivating people to change their lives. That's the thing about these big houses, cardio, walking up and down these.
I honestly
It's probably
like
one of
his rawness. Like, he's pretty honest about it. He's like, that's how I'm making my money, just motivating people to change their lives. Boom. Very simple and raw and real. I appreciate the realness. Yeah, exactly. Especially if you have a YouTube account, you can end up on Kavizilla. Yeah, especially the internet has only made it even more important to treat your reputation carefully, because everything can come out and you could get exposed or whatever. Like, the internet just amplifies everything. It really does.
My favorite room's right here. I just come kick it.
So this is the main entrance, right?
Yeah, it's the
Double
main
doors?
front door.
Okay. Wow.
This is one of my favorite rooms in the pad. I'm weird. I sit in this house with no music on, no TVs on, nothing ever. I live here by myself. And I'll just sit in my chair right here, just clocking all day, writing up some good shit, making content, all the above.
Are you single? Are you married? Are you?
No, I got a girl. She lives in Vegas.
Oh, okay.
I want to be married to her, but she plays me a little. She keeps the arm strong on me. So my office right here is sick.
Where's the kitchen
That's
at?
sad.
Oh, the kitchen will go in there. It's my small office. My meetings for my group, I do Zoom calls with one-on-one or different people, and I like that I can project the calls onto my TV above the fireplace right here. I love all this. My dad was a construction worker. My mom was a hairdresser. And I mean, the thing is like, I sold drugs because I wanted to get ahead. I wanted night.
Yeah.
And I mean, I went to prison because I wanted night. I would do anything it took. And now just to realize that I flipped my life around and came out positive, was able to create more than I ever could imagine.
Is this the master bedroom?
Yeah, this.
We just creeped up into the master bedroom. Damn, it's a palace. You got a living room in your bathroom.
Yeah, if you don't have couches in your bathroom, you're tripping.
He got a living room in his bathroom. Is that a jacuzzi?
Oh, yeah.
You got a jacuzzi. Oh my, wow.
Got like every Louis backpack and duffel bag. I think one's missing. What's that one at?
So it's only appropriate I call you Mr. West, huh?
Yeah.
He likes Louis V, like Kanye West. This bag's hard right here.
Yeah, that's the Virgil.
How much does this go for?
It was like $8 grand.
$8
It takes a different type of person, and all these people who say it's not about money, they don't realize it's about being responsible.
Yeah.
No one just gets handed this lifestyle. You got to earn it and keep it. You know?
Yeah.
You want something to drink or anything?
I'm good. Are you? Yeah, we're good. Thank you, man. We gotta see that pantry though.
It's just loaded normal.
This is the main kitchen, as we see. Big kitchen island. Gotta have the sups, right?
Gotta keep the subs all stashed up. You measure everything. Everything's on point. I eat perfectly measured meals. Everything's just made for me. I'm not someone who's about guesswork.
This is the grand living room right here?
Yeah, there's a living room. Okay. There's like a pool table room over there.
You know, I will say that's a good point. What's going on in the chat? Like, we don't know what he does behind the doors. I'm sure I have a feeling this guy's being honest. I think he's honest about, his girl, whatever. But that's a really good point. You never know what people do behind closed doors. You never know the image that they're trying to portray. So anything on the internet, you should take with a grain of sand, or with a grain of salt. Even like from some of the people you admire the most. I would definitely, I don't know. Personally, that's always how I've operated online. Anytime I see anybody, I always just think for yourself, basically. Don't just simp for people online and, believe that they're a perfect being, because everybody is literally just human. Like, they're literally just like you. So always keep that in mind. People are flawed. Humans are flawed. So, don't treat people like they're some sort of god and perfect.
Is that a revolving bowling ball?
Yeah, it's like a sun or something.
Cold heart, pretty face, love to chase, big mistake, no give or take, they all the same, for goodness sake.
So this is like one of the best parts living in SoCal. We're in Rancho Santa Fe in San Diego.
Wow. How often do you swim?
Got a gym on the other side. I've never been in the pool, not once.
You can literally have a wedding here, huh?
Yeah.
Legit, like, oh.
So this is where I have my brunch on Sundays, every Sunday, overlooking the Palm Court, which that's called.
Goodness. You got the basketball hoop and everything.
Damn.
It's not a pad in Rancho Santa Fe if you don't have a tennis court.
That literally
you can't
looks
look
like
from above,
like a whole country club, and it's just his house. That's wild.
And be like, oh, this is a estate. Then you. I use this tennis court for burpees with my team. I don't play tennis. Anybody watching who's like, why do you need all that? This is the whole thing. If you're still living in needs in 2023, we made it to wants.
Whoa.
Got to hit them with them.
Yeah, hell yeah. You live in a park, huh? Like, this is a whole park.
I feel that, but at the same time, it's like, I don't know, man. I feel like there's a lot of power to not wanting so much all the time. But there's also there's a lot of power to wanting things because it pushes you to do a lot of things. But I don't know. I feel like, like somebody said it, he has everything money can buy, but he doesn't have a family. Like, that's kind of, it's just wild, Like, some of the best things in life, like, money cannot buy. And it's just interesting. A lot of people take their lives for granted. Maybe like they're not where they want to be. They don't have the money that they want, but they have a family and they neglect that because of this like want, this like constant desire for more. It's just an interesting thing to think about. This is just my own personal philosophy, but I feel like it's wise to try to find a balance between wants and like present, like what you have now.
Compound.
Right, compound. What?
Sosa.
Look at this. You got a damn lake.
Yeah, you gotta have a lake.
Oh my goodness. So this is where the koi fishes are.
Yeah.
They're not in the front, they're over here.
One of these real estate guys who thinks he's somebody on Instagram, show his little of a koi pond in his bucket pad. And he said, this koi pond is like $12,000 a month to maintain. I said, my koi fish are about $5 million. They're all about $20,000 each. There's about $2 to $5 million worth of them in the lake.
Oh my goodness.
Those koi fish are living good.
They're hungry. They're sharks, well.
It extends all the way, the whole lake. It extends all the way over there.
Yeah, there's a whole nother
Oh
side
my
to it.
goodness, this is crazy. Okay, so this is the spa, huh?
It is a spa. It's got a real Roman feel to it.
Hell yeah.
2 bathrooms, 3 showers. If you
Oh
come
my
in here, there's a steam room.
Okay. Damn.
And over,
Those
over
are
here's
some
a spa.
big-ass
This is like a
fish.
Roman spa. Got another little waterfall out here. Nice little
Just
I
don't.
believe him too. I feel like this guy's pretty honest about everything.
chill area. It's a mega estate.
Yeah. You know, we see all these celebrities with massive houses. It just tells you don't have to be a celebrity or an entertainer or an actor or a musician to have something like this.
Now, people who are into sales and they're entrepreneurs and they understand profit margins, they can have stuff like this. A lot of people say they make a lot of money. I say how much you profit. I want to say how much you're spending because I don't want to just make money. I want to spend it. So
Yeah.
I need to profit a lot.
Absolutely.
It's got a place for girls to get their toes
true.
done.
What? A manicure and pedicure area.
Now we're going up to the guest house.
Is that another garage I see over there?
Yeah, that's where all the workers and there's full service staff of like 8. I don't get my bed.
That would be super fire to be able to have your team in like a close proximity. Even Mr. Beast did that. Like he bought a whole ass neighborhood so that his whole team could live close to him and be able to relocate to North Carolina and be close to the whole facility.
Just in the morning, they make my bed before I get in it.
This is a whole nother house in the property. What in the world? I don't know if I could take it anymore.
Just keeps going. Dude.
It just doesn't stop. Are we still in the same city or what?
Yeah, it's just a whole different feel to it. This bathroom is kind of cool.
I like it. I like the vibe. I mean, who used to live here before? To like, you know what I mean?
Some
Like,
billionaire shipping guy. This is where you come to the bowling alley.
Yeah, that's funny. Some billionaire shipping guy. I swear, some of the most boring businesses you would never expect do so well, bro. Like, I remember I saw this stock that one of my good friends told me about. That's literally a company that makes fucking wires, bro. Like, they make wires, and they do like 50% profit margin and do like 10 billion a year or something. And they just literally make wires. It's just something you would never think about. There's just so many glamorized businesses out there, but boring businesses are there's so much potential in boring businesses, that's for sure.
a little cave?
Yeah, this is like into the side of the hill.
Oh my goodness. Damn. Oh my God.
See what we got.
Wow.
Let's see what Snooze got.
Let me see.
Let's see Snooze's game. You gotta go first.
Okay.
Wait, I'll get one.
Go ahead. Are you good at bowling?
Not really.
Yo, that was good.
Little spin for him.
I think he's lying.
Bro,
Oh,
that
okay.
was so weak. You didn't even try
Welcome
for
to the
that.
gym.
This is kind of just a normal gym. I mean, I don't really give a workout at home. I like to go to the gym.
That's cool. That's cool. Thank you for showing me the crib.
Dude, my
absolutely
pleasure.
amazing,
Dude,
beautiful.
I used to see your videos like right before you DM'd me on Instagram. I started to see your videos, they were popping up, and I'm like, oh, dope.
This
'Cause I
guy
like-
seems like such a nice guy, to be honest.
I like baller. I always liked
appreciate that.
MTV Cribs.
Yeah.
I liked nicer lifestyles.
Congratulations on all your success, obviously. Let me ask you this. This all happened 5 years ago.
Yeah, I got out of prison 5 years ago. I stepped out of
Wow.
the gates. They handed me $200 check. It's
Wow.
called gate money. I had $200 to my name and a massive criminal record.
Damn, is that true, guys? Do you like when you get out of prison, they hand you like you get $200? That's crazy. I mean, that's nothing, but that's wild. I didn't know that. That's insightful.
And I was, there's no
Hopefully, I never get to find out if that's true from my own personal experience.
way, but I was so positive and I had such a good mindset. I was so focused on just, if a man is right, his world will be right.
Honestly, that is such a inspiring story. Like that should be the goal of prison, bro. It should be the goal of prison to rehabilitate people, not to just like ruin their lives after they get out. Like, that's fucked up.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I'm just gonna be a good dude. I don't want no more problems, you know.
Oh, yo, what up, Dennis? Miss you too, bro. You gotta come up here to Minnesota.
And I really I went to prison for straight violence. I'm the opposite.
Yeah.
And so it was really easy for me to change my life. I had to just do the opposite of what I was. And
That's what I was saying earlier about momentum, either positive or negative. It's the same energy. You just flip the switch.
been blessed ever since, man, because I decided to really change my life and teach others how to do the same.
100%. Now, are you comfortable kind of backtracking and talking
let's do
about,
it.
so before prison, you know, kind of describe like what was going on in your life?
I mean, before prison, I lived in a high-rise condo downtown San Diego. I had a little mini mansion in Encinitas. I had a Range Rover white-on-white 24s. I had a Chrysler 300. And I was like, I was living that little life. I was selling drugs. I would get like 200, 250 pounds at a time.
Okay.
And anything else I could get my hands on to make money off, I'd make money with. And I was just a hustler since day one. I've never had a job in my life. I've never clocked into a job, not one time in my life, except the first job I ever had that was in prison. And I got paid 8 cents an hour to work in the kitchen.
Wow.
So my first job ever was 8 cents an hour. And I've never had a job.
8 cents an hour, bro? That's crazy. They're ripping you off in prison. No wonder they put so many people in prison. Imagine hiring a VA for 8 cents an hour. That's crazy.
I've either sold drugs or owned my own business. I mean, what I tell people is your new life is going to cost you your old one. So, I mean, my old life I was the worst person. Like, literally, I'd smoke. If you have a problem and you come across me, you better walk the other way. Like, I was the dude, you know. And even in prison, that's who I was. I mean, I posted on Instagram in prison from 2014 to 2017. Once I got my first smartphone in prison, I started posting on Instagram, and I'm like, oh, I'm gonna use this platform to make money when I get out. And so by the time I got out, I was already had 10,000 followers, and I was ready to crush it.
So when you get out of prison, after being in prison for 10 years, you said you only had $200 to your name. So what were like the first steps to get to that level of this success?
So basically, I was already like knowing that I would do people's diets and their workouts.
Okay, so that was the first step.
Yeah, so I knew I was going to make people's diets and workouts. So I got out, I found an app I could do that from. And I just downloaded the app and I started advertising on my Instagram, hey, I could do your diets and workouts. And I was in crazy shape. I had been in prison for 10 years.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I had a whole different mindset. So
I'm sure that's actually such good time to learn and come up with a plan. That's pretty great. There's so many distractions in your day-to-day life. There's maybe some benefits to that, to having been in like a closed environment.
I would post stuff about mindset, training, and nutrition, and I'd just give so much stuff away for free that people were like, man, this is changing my life. I'm listening to you, I'm applying it, and it's working.
Yeah.
And then I started selling just a program for $250 1 month where I'll do your training, your nutrition, and we get on a Zoom call for mindset.
Bro, what kind of stock clip is this? This is like the complete polar opposite of this guy. It's just some sweet grandma. That's pretty funny.
I started there. That was my first core program. And once I went on YouTube and I started telling my story, I would get, $10,000 worth of signups a day, $250 a pop. Now that I sell programs up to 20,000, that's all that really changed. Was I changed the pricing structure and the way my business model is. A lot of people could come to me and I could just change their pricing structure. I could tell them to do a couple different things and I could take them from 10,000 a month to 200,000. A lot of people are just so foolish. They don't go get right around the people at the top and see how they do it. I don't sit there and close deals on the phone like a lot of coaches and fitness people. I do it through text message and I do it through different channels.
Smart. Be efficient. You don't need to hop on calls. That's so true. For e-commerce, because obviously we're big e-commerce people over here. It's the same thing with Shopify Inbox. It's underrated. It's really underrated, but it's a great way to close deals for your Shopify store, for your customers that inquire about things.
Because the way my content is, I do all the selling in my content by showing the process of what I do before I have to get on the phone with them. Everything I do is different. Everything I do is streamlined. Everything I do is more simple. And if people watch my program or my YouTube, a lot of the deepest mindset problems people have, I break down very simply. So it'd be pretty obvious that I would do the same thing in business. And I've streamlined this type of business to where everybody who's a coach should really drop the way they're doing and come learn through me.
Yeah, if you guys are curious to know more about Wes's programs and socials, link in the description below. What was that pivotal moment when you got out of prison, right? And you're like, wow, I can make a lot of money from this. Because I know you gradually built your way up.
I didn't even care about money.
Okay.
I really just was talking online and was proud that I was no longer a problem.
Yeah.
Because I was a drug addict. I was drinking all the time. I was violent. I was a problem. I should have been in prison. Like, I needed to be off the streets. And
you're saying you're like this after prison?
yeah, no, before.
That's some wild self-awareness right there. That's cool.
Before I went to prison.
Okay.
Then when I got out, I was so proud of myself. I was just sharing that I was proud of myself to the world. Yeah. And people could sense that. Man, this dude is really, like, living a good life. And I didn't have I didn't have anything.
Yeah.
But they could sense in me that I was just happy and I was content and I was proud of myself. I was living a great life and I was at a high frequency, you know. I was living that really high vibration lifestyle. And most people don't understand that even the people with a place like this or with the most money, if they're not helping other people or they have bad habits, their life's going to be.
Yeah.
So I really just taught people how to live their best life. I can watch 99.9% of people, and there's no way that they know what they're doing.
Yeah.
And we could look at their habits, their life. I could tell them why they feel how they feel, why they're stuck where they're stuck, and fully unmake all their problems very easily. It's a lot of people ask me what I do, and I say it's what I don't do. And that's the biggest thing. What do you do for a living, Wes? I say it's what I don't do. And they're like, what do you mean? If I went in their life and took away all the stuff they shouldn't be doing and put all that energy towards what they should, their life would be completely different.
Yeah, no, that's facts. That's
100%.
When you were in prison.
That's good advice. It's kind of like some Steve Jobs. I think he said something similar about, like, it's more so about what you say no to than it's more about saying no than saying yes to new opportunities and focusing. It's true. It's kind of the same thing in business too. Like, simple is better. Take things away instead of add so much things. That's smart. It's actually difficult to condense things down to their most simple form and remove and remove and remove. It's really difficult. It's super easy to add more stuff.
Are you comfortable with talking about, like, how it went down in there?
Yeah,
like,
Cali prison is straight
interesting.
gangland, dude.
Yeah.
Like, it's way racial. I mean, you'd be an other.
Yeah.
So you're like Asian?
I'm Filipino.
Yeah, so you'd be an
yeah.
other. So you'd be the blacks, the others, and the norteños are on one side of the day room.
I see.
And then the whites, the southern Mexicans, and the paisas are on the other. And so we're split.
Okay.
You know, and nobody intermingles. You don't work out together, nothing.
Wow.
And it's gang politics. It's racial politics.
Damn,
it's
that's sad.
a horrible place. People are getting whacked all the time.
Yeah.
I mean, that's why people are so weak out here.
Yeah.
They've never been in rooms like I've been in. Like, they see my content, they see me yelling, they see me doing all this. It's like, these people out here are so soft that no wonder they can't capitalize like I can. They're scared of everything.
Yeah.
Like, they're scared of everything.
I want to get to know more about how you developed that mindset, you know, because you said you were always
I think it's really wise to try to remove your fear of failure as much as possible. I mean, I think that's kind of what makes it, like you said, it's like people are scared of everything. They're so scared to launch a product. They're so scared to put themselves out online, to like post a video even. But it's like, that only is the case because you're scared to fail. Like, if you just like switch that mindset around, oh man, so powerful. It's like failure. That's what I'm saying. Like, for me at least, I can only speak from my personal experience, but I've always seen it almost as a science, you know, like when you fail, you discover a way to not do something. Like, I really do believe in that. And that's what eventually gets you to like a breakthrough.
Hustler, even before prison, you never had a 9-to-5, right? Like, this mentality had to come from somewhere. It had to start from something.
Yeah, I just always wanted to smoke for free. I was a drug dealer,
Yeah.
and I wanted to smoke weed. So I'm like, I'd start off wanting to smoke weed for free. So I'd buy, you know, some work, and then I'd get rid of it so I could smoke my own for free.
Yeah.
I'm doing that at this house.
Yeah. Yeah.
I live here for free off of what I sell from here.
Yeah.
Everything's paying for itself.
Yeah.
And I mean, I've just always had that mentality of how can I do this? How can I get this done?
So you're in prison for 10 years. You went in when you were 24?
Yeah, I went in about 24, 25.
In that moment, did you accept it? Like, you know what?
The second I went in, I grabbed the pen and I stepped back and I was sitting in the back of my mind and I'm like, I'm a true observer, you know. I sit in my mind as like the witness, watching my thoughts unfold. And I'm like, okay, you have a chance right now. And I'm like, okay, what is it? I have a chance to write the greatest story ever told. To come in here, build the baddest while doing 10 years in prison, and then get out and show everyone what's capable when you're the type of like me.
Yeah.
And a lot of people don't realize, they say those quotes like, they threw me to the wolves and I came back pack leader, and they write these things on their Instagram. Dude, 99.9% of what these rappers rap about and what these quotes on Instagram are, I live to a T so greatly that they should just write this.
By the way, you don't need to go to, like, learn from what he's talking about. Take a pen and paper, write down, like, how you want your life to be, like what he's saying. You don't need to go to prison to do that. You don't need to reach like the lowest point in your life to do that. That can be a motivating factor to get you to do that. But like, yeah, bro, how much pot you smoking? I don't smoke that much, bro. Like sometimes, I mean, I was smoking a lot like a couple weeks ago, but I took a break. I've been taking a little bit of a break, getting my lungs, you know, good. I'm worried about my lungs, you know. But I've come up with some of my best ideas with just a little joint, you know, just chilling in my balcony, having a good time. But it's not good though. It's not good. I can't, a lot of stoners will be like, oh, but this and that, like just so many excuses, bro. You know it's not good. You know it's bad for you. But it's fun. That's all. It's just fun.
About me, but then I did write a book. I wrote a best-selling book.
Did you?
Called Non-Negotiable by Wes Watson.
Okay, I got it.
There's nothing I haven't done.
Yeah.
I was a pro snowboarder before prison.
What?
Yeah, the whole thing is like a lot of people just don't pursue it wholeheartedly, so those that will pursue it wholeheartedly can take anything they want.
Yeah.
Like I can teach people how to go after life at a different level with a different level of intensity to where they'll smash levels. Yeah. Like people don't know people that live like this, but once you get around me, you see how I'm doing every part. You see how you can make 200,000 a month, 500,000 a month, $1 million a month, doing something with your skill set, you know?
Yeah. You looked at it as an opportunity,
100%.
And not like, okay, I failed and my life is.
Yeah.
Yeah, you victim.
I don't hold on to life like other people do. Like I really know death is very cheap. Mm-hmm. Life is very cheap, and death is gonna take place.
Yeah.
So I mean, I live every day to the fullest, and the fullest.
That is guaranteed. Death is guaranteed, man.
Meaning creating the best life ever. Yeah. A lot of people think living life to the fullest means.
To live means to one day die. Something to keep in mind. So make the most of it.
Like engaging in a lot of instant gratification, but in all reality, those people are they're actually just escaping their current reality. They say they're living their best life.
Do you have a green card? I do. I'm actually a citizen. I'm actually a citizen. I'm from Chile though. I wasn't born in the US. I moved here when I was 11, and I got my citizenship when I was 18.
But all they're doing is escaping their current reality. And I created a different reality that I love to live.
Yeah.
And a lot of people just debate all this.
So I got a dual citizenship, man. It's what Alex Becker talks about. He's like, get 2 passports. That's true wealth. I got 2 passports. That's a real flex. But I didn't do it because of that. I was just, you know, blessed to be able to, you know, be born in a different country and stuff like that.
And they always say it's not about money or this or that.
The blueprint gets us to 150. Thanks, Brian. Facts. Blueprint is powerful, man. Brian Johnson is a goat for putting himself through all that.
I just tell everybody out there, the goal is to create the individual you admire and give that person to the world. And to me, it was a man who doesn't drink, doesn't smoke, doesn't use drugs. He's not a womanizer. He's a very committed man to one partner. I mean, he's committed in everything he does. Like if Snooze tells me, Wes, be there at 1, I'm here. I'm on point.
Yeah.
And I need you guys to realize that that is the most valued thing. A man who holds his word. Because all my life, I met these fake men that were undisciplined, didn't hold their word, and they broke it every chance they got to break for something they wanted. They always broke and sold out. And that's what I can never be.
Yeah. No, that I love that you say
a man is only as good as his word. But yeah, I don't agree. USA has got to be the worst citizenship for ecom guys, because you'd be surprised how many people want to do business with you because you're based out of the U.S. or a U.S. citizen. Like, it mitigates a lot of complications that, you know, for example, with Stripe or like registering a business or, you know, things of that nature. It can, I mean, I don't know. I haven't started a business from outside of the country, but just from what I've seen other people complain about, you know, it seems like it's easier to start a business and you have less complications in the U.S.
You're a man of your word, and this is a perfect example of why you've accomplished all these things. Yeah, and there's not a lot of people out there that are disciplined.
This guy's like Jordan Welch in like a different font.
A man of their word and responsible for whatever they're doing.
See, a lot of people are men of their word. I'm a man of my thoughts even. If I thought it, I have to be it. I don't even have to say it to anybody.
Wow.
So, I mean, the point is I live by this thing called what I call conscience congruency. If my conscience tells me I must do it, I'll do it.
Yeah.
So, like, my conscience told me I had to get a penthouse in Miami because I was out there at an event. I had the penthouse in the SLS Brickell the next week.
Yeah.
And I'm going to move in there on May 1st. And I'm going to keep this place and my other place. I just don't slow down at all. I'm not afraid to lose. Like, people are moving with so much defense, and I move with all offense. People are afraid to lose because their ego. I don't even care. I don't care if I go flat broke.
Yeah.
Like the next day, I'll just be a solid man again. Every day, my only goal is to not break character and to be a solid man.
That's beautiful.
That's it.
Yeah.
One day at a time.
Would you consider yourself a spiritual person?
People say I'm more stoic, but I mean, I
get that vibe.
I know there's like I know there's a God. I know we've been created by something. I mean, I know they say your conscience is the authentic voice of God. So when I say conscience congruency, whatever your conscience is telling you.
Oh, I do want to watch some Noah Kagan stuff. Yeah. There was a recent video that he posted that looked super interesting. And I also wanted to watch the one about a billionaire trader. Like trader as in like stock trader, not trader as in like betrayer.
You when you follow that, you're basically following the path and the footsteps that God wants you to follow.
Yeah, because what I'm getting off of this is you built this empire.
I believe luck has a lot to do with becoming successful, taking an advantage of opportunities. There's lots of people doing similar things that don't make it. 100%, bro. Luck definitely is a factor. And I would say that's why you see a lot of really rich people that are dumb as hell. And it's not, they didn't become rich because they're super smart, you know? They became rich because, yeah, they got pretty lucky. You know, they took advantage of an opportunity and it worked. But you can't be upset about that. Like, I think a good way to think of it is opportunity. Like, luck is preparation meets opportunity. That's like a corny quote out there. Like, but it's kind of good to think of things in sort of like an equation. And I would say that's accurate. So, just that's why it's important. Just like keep putting in the work every day, and you'll have opportunities that unfold before you. And, if you're constantly mad at other people getting lucky, then you're just going to be focusing on that instead of focusing on your own personal growth,
Because of who you are and what you believe in, what you stand for, and the value you provide to others.
100%.
And it's not just because
my God,
focus on the money, it's not really good.
The only thing that makes me free in my heart is when I'm creating content or I'm writing or I'm working to create a man that will be a great instrument for others.
Yeah.
I feel like we're aligned like with above, and we can tap into infinite intelligence, and all the information is already there. So I don't read or anything like that anymore.
Yeah.
But once I really found out that gratitude was what opened the door to higher intelligence, I just lived a grateful life even on my worst of days. And gratitude to me is action. So someone can't tell me they're grateful that when on a bad day they go drink alcohol. You're not grateful. You just trashed yourself.
Yeah.
On a bad day, I go work out. On a bad day, I still do the same stuff as a good day.
Yeah.
I never change my day. I've never changed anything I've done since prison.
If there's some young kid or someone that's struggling right now that's watching this video, what are some things you can tell
First
them?
thing, get sober. To get off all substances so you can actually think clearly. And, you know, stop accumulating karmic debt.
That's kind of the thing about weed and why I mentioned it, because what I think is not a good thing about weed, obviously it has like harmful effects on your body, but also I feel like it makes everything feel better. You know what I mean? It makes everything just feel good. It makes you even more motivated. And I think there's actually diminishing returns on that. I've noticed it. I've written that down before in my notebooks too, like about diminishing returns. And yeah, it's a big thing. So, you know, whenever you like, let's say you smoke every day, everything just feels amazing. And then you stop and then you realize, oh, wait, shit. Like, actually, there's a lot of things that could be improved here. There's some things that could be improved there. It's like you do see things more clearly. Whereas, like, when you're high all the time, you see things like from here, which is actually not always good.
If you are doing wrong to people, you can't move forward. So first off, stop using drugs, stop using substances, and quit accumulating karmic debt. Karmic debt is anything that makes you be punished with time. The universe punishes you with time. So like if I was wrong to you guys right now as a to you guys, I'm like, you guys, get my house. Like if you did so and I was just being a prick, then for the next 2-3 hours I'd be like, nah, Snooze was wrong. I'd be debating in my head, but really those 2-3 hours were taken from me because the act I did, and now I'm stuck in the debate and the negotiation that I was right. I don't live that way. I only have complete clarity moving forward because I don't do anything wrong. If you go yell at your chick on the phone and you're wrong, you'll sit there and you'll replay the event for 5 hours later. You won't be able to shoot this video with clarity. You won't be able to write stuff. You won't be able to move forward because you're being punished with those 5 hours because how you made her feel. And don't listen to anybody else. Like a real guy, a real teacher won't tell you what to see. He'll show you where to look. And I want you to just look in your heart and have it tell you what you need to change to be the man you admire, the man you would listen to. And do not expect someone to listen to you if you wouldn't listen to you. And especially if you don't listen to yourself, don't expect anybody to listen to you. And I listen to myself to a T. And it's not even myself, it's our conscience that's telling us how to be and how to guide our lives. And there's a lot of things that's good, there's a lot of things that I practice that are so painful still. Like I live here by myself. I would want my girl and her daughter to live here, but she's just not ready. And we've been together almost a year. So she lives in Vegas and I have to fly her back out and everything. And most people are like, that, Wes, like, she should be ready. You have this mega mansion, you take care of all her bills, you do all this, she's wrong. And I'm like, you may say that, and it may seem right to you because you're operating from, you know, subjective reality and you feel a certain way about it, but objectively, I feel like if I do something wrong to her, it would hurt my heart and my soul. So I'm not going to do anything, and I'm just going to be more patient.
That's something everybody's got to realize is like we're all living a different experience in life, and your reality is the only reality. Really. I mean, so it's kind of stupid to like take everyone's advice or like, you know, in his case, you know, like opinionate on his life and his like all his bad decisions or good decisions, whatever. It's like, you know, I do feel kind of bad that he's not able to live with his girl, right? But he's right. It's like we could be like, well, you should break up with her, find another girl, whatever. But like, it's ultimately up to him, and we can't truly feel what he's going through and, you know, look through his lens. So it's kind of pointless to argue about whether or not that's like right.
I mean, I could give her a time frame and say, hey, if you don't make the move in the next 6 months, I gotta go. But I mean, the whole point is I don't move the way people move because I want what I want. I move the way I move because what's right and what's wrong.
Can you give me 3 things that mean the most to you?
I mean, I want to tell people the 3 things of hype.
Many succeed while high, so sick of the weed bashing. I agree. I mean, I don't think it. I think it's an excuse to say like, oh, you're not successful because you smoke weed. Obviously, that's dumb. Like, you can smoke weed and like make all the right choices and, you know, get super far, but that's not the point. The point is you're not gonna be your best self. You're probably not gonna reach your full potential if you're constantly smoking and making decisions while high, because like it's just not the same reality that you experience when you're sober. Therefore the decisions are different, maybe in a good or bad way. I mean, look, I smoke as much as the next guy, but I can recognize that.
For successful individuals.
Go for
so
it.
I mean, you guys probably won't like this, but this is what you're going to need if you want to be hyper successful, which this channel is about.
I want to hear it.
So the first thing is you have to know you're better than everybody. Kobe and Michael and the top people did not go into the game trying to get second place.
Yeah.
And then second, you have to never be satisfied. I am not satisfied at all. You saw this life. I'm not satisfied at all. The second after this is done, I'm going directly into sales, and I need to get more. And people think that's a problem. No, it's just more. I don't make it a problem.
Yeah.
And the third thing is impulse control.
It's a problem if, you know, it's destroying your life or something. That's what we were talking about earlier. I think there is something to be said about finding balance between constantly wanting more and also just being like present and like in the moment.
So first, you're the best. Nobody's better than you. Like literally, you are the top, and you're not going into anything trying to be second place. Like you are. Second is you're never satisfied, and third is impulse control.
You tell me I'm something you need, but baby, you know that.
Facts. That was a good video. That was actually a great video. I'll drop a quick like on it. That was great. I thoroughly enjoyed it, especially watching it with all of you guys. That was really good. I like the concept of karmic debt. I've always thought that. You know, I always say that to my team. They'll be like, "Oh, you did something great, blah blah blah." I'll be like, "Yeah, well, I'm just trying to stack good karma, you know? I'm just trying to stack karma. I'm trying to farm good karma. I'm always trying to farm good karma." But yeah, appreciate y'all joining. This was a great stream. You know, just a quick little value nugget there. Hopefully y'all enjoyed it, and watch it again. If you need to, it'll be posted on my channel. Peep all the links in the descriptions. You see them right there. At Chemi Lab. I'm trying to get you guys to join a Chemi Lab. It's an incredible research community. Boom, boom. All these tabs are incredibly valuable. We get a full research team. Honestly, I use it myself, so even if you don't join, that's fine. I'll use the research for myself every day like I already have been. But it is a lot of fun to have more and more people in there, especially other successful entrepreneurs. It's super fun. And, you know, the members always blow me away. And the calls that we do, I'm always shocked at some of the people that join and some of the value that we provide to each other and, you know, some of the ideas that we come up with. It's pretty incredible.